July 2022, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello and welcome to another reading. We are going to be jumping into this right away. First, we are going to be using some oracle cards just to grab the overall theme and energy between you and the person that you are connecting with or will be connecting with this month. And then we are going to dive deep with tarot. Please remember, as always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like to join me over at the extended reading after this, the link is below in the description box, and you can check out a preview of the extended at the end of this video. So enough of me talking, Pisces. Let's get into this. Overall theme and energy, please, for my Pisces this month. Robotic. So this is very interesting. I am sensing that someone may be very much tuned into their logic. Someone may not be opening up emotionally at this time. Someone may be choosing, using, or utilizing logic over emotion. And this can be quite tough in a relationship where balance of logic and emotion is necessary. Someone could be, I'm sensing, coming off a bit cold. Communication is key for the advice. If you or your person have Leo in your chart, because we did pull this for the Leo reading, and there's a great emphasis on communication this month for you. So let's check out, why is this the overall advice for Pisces? For communication is key. Why is this the overall advice, please, for my Pisces? Minor setback. So Pisces, off the bat, I am sensing that there may be some sort of communication block here, and it may have to do with someone acting a bit robotic or distant. Someone really needs to connect with their emotions a little bit more. I'm sensing effective communication that has the right balance of logic and emotion is necessary. Whatever is going on, though, is only a minor setback, but it can still feel very frustrating if communication is feeling blocked at this time. Okay, so I'm totally understanding and even sensing that frustration, because even though as a whole it may be a minor setback, to the big picture, but the little details, and when it comes down to communication, it sets a very important foundation and framework for the connection, right? So let's see what else is going on here for Pisces. Lightning. We will go through these in just a moment. Ascending. Okay. The Runner. I think I understand what's going on here. Camera. So Pisces, I am sensing that there is a very strong connection here, and two people who truly care about each other. There is this beautiful opportunity to ascend any sort of obstacles and bring expansion into this connection, okay? This is what I'm getting from this ascending card. However, with robotic and the Runner, someone may be acting a bit avoidant here, and it's almost as though, it may have started to happen out of nowhere, but someone could be listening to their ego as some fears come up. With this Camera card, I'm really sensing that there is someone here who is thinking about the past and trying to learn from it in order to really transcend and ascend, transcend these obstacles. This person may actually be a bit hard on themselves, and I feel that this person wants to feel a bit more in alignment, not only with themselves, but also in this connection by facing certain maladaptive or unhealthy behaviors and fears. I'm really sensing that you may be dealing with someone who has trouble of fully opening up emotionally and may try to even rationalize their emotions and may even mistaken their emotions for logic. So you may be dealing with someone who is a bit of a thinker. They may overthink, overanalyze, and then withdraw, okay? But this person is actually very aware of how they start to close off at times, and they're gaining a different perspective on certain things. If you are not in communication with this person, they may be really reminiscing about you and how they could have done something a bit differently here. But with communication is key, new moon in Gemini, by the way, and remember, with this new moons are about new beginnings. So what I'm really getting here is that there may be some critical communication that comes in, some important communication that really creates some sort of turning point and a new beginning in some sort of way. So it's almost this sense of really talking through something here. If you have not heard from this person, if you are not in communication with this person, you may hear from them, okay? Especially because we did pull minor setback, which is telling me if you're not in communication with this person, they may very well swing back around here and open up this line of communication. For some of you, you may have Gemini in your chart. Maybe your person does, but that is not necessary. But Gemini is it's a very intellectual sign. It is all about, mentality as well, or, it's the air qualities. And so it's also mentally stimulating. So I'm also sensing that you and this person, you may have very, very stimulating conversations as well. Okay. I do feel like this person that you are dealing with is also very smart. But the mind can be a tool or a weapon depending on how it's utilized, and holding that particular awareness of how the mind works. And, it can either take you above the clouds or, deep down into the ground. And it's about that awareness and balance. So, you may be dealing with someone here who is a bit of an overthinker and may actually get into this darker mentality at times and trying to just solve only through logic. Okay. So that is what I'm getting so far. So Pisces, let's get into it with tarot. I just realized that we do have Hand of Cards here at the bottom of the deck. And so I do feel like someone may be trying to be a bit strategic here. You may be trying to be a bit strategic about your communication, because Pisces, I feel like you are very intuitive. You have the ability to balance logic and emotion. You have effectively kind of sensed out this person's fears. You've caught on to certain patterns. And so I do feel like you are trying to be a bit mindful of how you go about things, even though you may feel that that's a bit unfair, because you may just want to be yourself here. Okay. That's just for some of you, but for others of you, I'm sensing that the person that you are dealing with, they would really need to face their fears and take a risk, take a chance here. And this person may be looking at the past and feeling like, well, if I go all in, I could get hurt. This could happen, that could happen, instead of just going with the flow and approaching things in a balanced way. Okay. So this person may be afraid to take a bit of a risk here and just really see what something is all about, or to just jump in and explore something, even if that's just a conversation. Take what resonates here. All right, Pisces, let's get into this. So remember, feel free to swap the roles if it makes sense. I could be talking about you or your person because I am simply reading energies. So primarily, for most of you, you may be resonating with the person up here once I draw the cards. However, for some of you, you may be resonating with the person down here. Okay, remember, take what resonates. All right, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus that wanted to fly out. King of Cups. So you may be dealing with a water sign, or this could be you. The Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. The High Priestess, Cancerian, Pisces energy. Six of Pentacles, okay. King of Swords in the reverse. And Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So Pisces, before we start getting real deep and clarifying, let's do a quick overview. So Pisces, in the past or even currently, there may be some silence or withheld information. The High Priestess doesn't talk. She's intuitive, so she's connected, but she doesn't talk. So regardless of who went silent during this period of silence, you may have been utilizing or maybe currently utilizing your intuition, possibly even checking out tarot and so forth. But I'm primarily sensing that deep down you were able to intuitively feel something out here. You may even be feeling that you're just going to hear from this person again. Now, someone may be coming in this month all cool, calm, and collected and wanting to exchange communication, exchange this equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. But I'm sensing that you are just not okay with something here because we have the King of Swords in the reverse representing you. You may be feeling that this person was just kind of acting just as they please without much regard of how it could hurt you or maybe even others. So you may not be holding much sympathy or understanding for their behavior at this time, because with the Hierophant in the reverse showing up as the block, I'm sensing that whatever happened here was not in alignment with your values or belief system. It's that whole treat others as you wish to be treated type thing, and you wouldn't have done what this person did to you. That's what I'm really sensing here. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that there is some sort of letting go here, possibly of control or even past ways. But of course, we do need to clarify this and see what's really going on. So that is what I would like to do, and then we'll dive deep. So Pisces, before we get into this, I just need to quickly show you this. I know I do that whole music thing, and so I couldn't show you my excitement when I drew these cards, but we drew the Star and the Emperor as the other cards for the outcome. And this is such beautiful energy, and it indicates that whatever is going on here has this beautiful opportunity for healing through concrete action with the Emperor. And this is hope. This is being on the right path. You could be dealing with a very, very spiritual connection and something that just feels right. But things are going to be really looking up here for you, Pisces. And I'm just so excited to do this reading. The Star card is such a beautiful card. One of the best cards that you can really get for the overall outcome. And I really, really love this Emperor energy with it because it's showing, like I said, concrete steps, concrete action, and really navigating something with not only healthy boundaries, but structure. And I think that this is what is really necessary based on what I'm seeing. But, Pisces, we're going to get into this in a little bit. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. And I did turn some of these cards upside down just so that the board does not get too overwhelming for your eyes or mine. But we are going to go through everything one by one. Okay. And I did draw all of the cards on camera for that transparency. I think I said that already. Not sure though. But Pisces, let's get into this reading. In the past, I am sensing we do have the High Priestess here. We have the High Priestess, Cancerian, Pisces energy. The Three of Swords, the Fool in the reverse. This is Aquarian energy for me. For others, it is Aries. And then the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I am sensing that in the past, and maybe this could even be present for some of you because time is fluid, you could be on any part of this timeline, but I'm sensing that there was or is a lot that went on that was unspoken or that went unspoken. There was heartbreak, possibly related to some sort of false start, but I'm sensing for many of you, you may have not even had the chance to really speak up about this. Or maybe for some of you, you chose not to. For some of you, you may have stopped hearing from this person. And I'm sensing that you may have felt like something was a bit odd or off, or something odd was going on with their behavior before, there was this silence. For some of you, this person could have, just completely gone silent and gave this impression that they were, just ghosting you. For others of you, this could have fizzled out. This person could have been acting a bit immature as well, foolish, and just possibly poor texting, poor communication, but there was definitely disappointment here. And you may have desired moving forward towards commitment with this person, because I am sensing that at one point, Pisces, this connection, and even still now, we'll get into that because we did draw the lovers and some of these cards, but you really felt like this was a soulmate. There was a lot of strong feelings here. And so I do feel like you may have had this desire to move forward towards commitment. And this person just really kind of stumped you here. You couldn't fully wrap your head around why particular things were not reciprocated, especially at first, or at the very least, just why this person really pulled away. Why was why did this false start happen here? What happened? And I feel that it was pretty confusing for you. But definitely with this High Priestess card, I am sensing that this may have been some sort of, when I see these cards together, it's like this silent heartbreak, or, not really speaking up about it, or someone just kind of leaving you a bit out in the cold. I definitely feel that at this time, and we'll get into this right now with the King of Cups, the Two of Cups in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, and the Four of Swords here. At this time, I don't feel like there is much communication going on, if any, okay? There is this odd energy here, this cool, calm, and collected energy that I feel is very much on the surface. Now, I'm not saying, you're not feeling that, because for some of you, you may have very much spent a lot of time rebalancing yourself and coming back to yourself. You've done a lot of healing here with this Four of Swords. But I am feeling that for some of you, there is this outward surface, cool, calm, collected energy on the surface, like nothing has really been confronted here. And there's definitely this retreat energy. And I definitely don't see that you've chased after this person. Now, you may be waiting curiously with this Page of Swords down here. We'll get into that in a moment. But you may be, waiting curiously, curious, is this person going to reach out? But at the same time, I still feel like you're very bothered by what happened and may not be entirely sure if there is really any coming back from what happened, just because of the nature of it. I feel that it really rubbed you the wrong way here, but everything feels a bit shaky and confusing is what I'm really getting here with, particularly the Hierophant in the reverse, the World, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and Page of Swords. And by the way, where's the Major Arcana? Libra, Scorpio for me for Judgment, Cancerian, I already called that out, those energies, and the Hierophant, Taurus, and then fixed signs for Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus for the World. Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Swords here. So I'm getting that you are still a little bit curious, but the Seven of Wands in the reverse is telling me that you really feel like this could be it, because like I said, things feel so shaky and confusing. But someone, and it may even be your person, they still may be curious, and you as well. And we'll get into that in a moment, why this could be your person who's curious. I do feel like they do want to come in and communicate. But before we get into you and your person and the outcome, I do want to draw some oracle cards here just to get some more information, because I would really like to dive a bit deeper here and just really see what's going on. So this reading is a little bit confusing for me. So if it happens to resonate with you, please let me know below. I would actually love to hear how this is resonating for you, Pisces. Muse. Okay. Offer. Okay. This is what we're going to get into. Okay. Separation in the past. Yes, so there was some sort of separation. The answer is no, Pisces. Oh my goodness. Winter. Summer. Mute. Metamorphosis. So there's a lot coming out here, Pisces. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so happy that we pulled these additional pieces of information. But in the past, with this winter card, you may, of course, if you're Pisces, you may have a winter birthday, but this winter card may be meaningful for you in some other way. So something significant could have happened during the winter months. Maybe your person also has a birthday in the winter, but that is not necessary. But what I'm sensing here, if it's not that, Pisces, there was some sort of separation, and you may have felt rejected by this person. This person could have ghosted you, or this person could have just gone cold. But I'm definitely feeling that I'm just getting this like icy, this very, very icy just vibe from this person. Almost like they just turned to ice, and there was not much communication. There was just this cold behavior. And for some of you, after this, you may have just gone a bit cold on this person. But I do feel that whatever happened here, there was a lot of silent heartbreak. Like you were dealing with a lot on your own here, Pisces. Okay. And this is a very difficult energy. And I can imagine that this was so difficult for you, And please, if you are comfortable sharing, let me know what went on here, because this energy is pretty tough to show up in a reading like this. And I'd love to understand more what happened here because of how difficult these energies are. But with summer, mute, and metamorphosis, I am sensing that something could have happened here that caused some sort of change that you are not necessarily aware of, okay, at this time. Something may have changed in this person's life as well that you may have not exactly known about. Okay, I want to know more about this because I am sensing that at one point things were very warm. Okay, with this, maybe for some of you, you have or you live by the beach or sand or stars, or I think for you maybe shells are something that you collect or that you like. Maybe for some of you, you do have summer birthdays or something significant happened, but that is not necessary. But I'm sensing that although there were these like warm feelings, someone went mute and there was some sort of change here. There was this shift and you may not have known why this was happening. But I'm also sensing that there's some sort of realization going on someone's end here, and we'll get into why at a moment. But for now, it's almost the sense of there is this offer coming in. And for some of you, this may be you pausing and not saying anything yet, or this person may be waiting on an offer. Someone here may be very much focused on creative projects and so forth. Someone here could be very creative and have a lot of different hobbies, or at least creative hobbies. So I'm wondering, did someone pull away here? It is this energy of fear. Why did this rejection happen if this person was, they shared these feelings for you, and it didn't feel good because they left you to suffer in silence here, Pisces? And so now this person, this is a bit frustrating, because for your person here, I am sensing that your person may be viewing things a little bit differently. We do have the Six of Pentacles, the Devil in the reverse, Capricorn energy, Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy for the Queen of Wands. But your person may be viewing things a bit differently here. If this person is acting avoidant, or you feel like they're just kind of sabotaging this great connection, they're realizing it too with the Devil in the reverse. Okay, this is telling me that this person is becoming aware of patterns, and the Five of Pentacles is telling me that there is a desire to let go and leave these patterns behind. The Queen of Wands in the reverse energy, this person may have been a bit fickle and even selfish, and when they pulled their energy back, it's like they were only focused on their own needs and desires. So it's almost this sense of, if something triggered this person here, if they are the runner, it's like they just could have pulled away and then just started to dive into distractions, hobbies, work. And that was not fair, and is not fair to you, because the way in which they are choosing to handle certain fears, it's causing damage to the connection. It's painful to you. It's not mindful. The only thing that I can say here that is a bit, redeeming, or I guess I could say positive, that I'm really seeing here, is that this person is making necessary realizations, and this person is aware, possibly a bit more aware than you realize. And it is almost like, especially with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this person is able to gain an understanding of their darker side to do the inner work, because the Queen of Wands in the reverse does have a lot of different meanings. But with this black cat here and this being in the reverse, this is about someone who is able to, kind of pull back. They kind of go a bit introverted, but they're able to connect. They're able to understand their darker sides. And that is a positive thing about the Queen of Wands in the reverse, is she's able to understand herself deeper so that she can empathize and even understand others. But the key is being able to do that inner work first. It's not just like this person just knows who they are and knows this, knows that. It's about taking that time to do the inner work and to go through that process and to really heal one's shadow and, any sort of inner pain or inner wounds that need to be dealt with. So it is about the inner work. So this person could have been triggered by something, but either way, this person switched up their energy on you, and they see it, they know it, there is awareness here. But with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like this person is wanting to come in and be a bit generous and engage in this equal give and take while letting go of past behaviors and so forth. But at the same time, it is that elephant in the room type energy where it just can't be ignored. It's like you can't leave Pisces out in the dark. You can't leave Pisces suffering in silence like that and then just come in and everything is okay. And this person knows that. So let's pull some cards here. Observer. Return. Oh my gosh, Pisces, grief at the bottom of the deck. So this person, yes, they want to talk, they want to come in. Observer, return, nostalgia. This person is missing you. They're wanting to talk to you. They're wanting to return. It's like they're reaching their hand back out to you to see if you will take it. But at this time, you know, especially if this offer is on pause, if they haven't come forward or they're waiting for you to respond here, they may just be observing at this time. For some of you, if you still have this person on social media, they may be doing a bit of like a deep dive almost to see, you know, what you're up to try and see, you know, where you're at, try and gauge it out. But this person is missing you, and there is this desire to talk with you again. But this person knows, like I said, they're very much aware of what they did in the past. And they know that what they did was not fair. And it's very much this sense of they don't even know how you would respond. And because they know they really messed up here. So I'm not entirely sure what this person thought was going to go down. We'll dive deeper in the extended regarding that. But this person is aware, at least they are now. Okay, so let's get into you, because for you, we have the King of Swords in the reverse, the Lover's energy, the Lover's Gemini energy. We have the King of Wands in the reverse, fire energy, the Tower. So for me, this is Scorpio energy, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so this energy, Pisces, I almost said Leo. I don't know why. So maybe for some of you, you have Leo in your chart. Maybe your person does. Again, not necessary. But you definitely felt like this was a soulmate connection with the Lover's card. Okay, you felt that, which is why this entire situation, I'm sensing, hit you so hard, and why this entire situation hurt so much. And for some of you, you might have Cancer in your chart, but that is not necessary. But the reason why I'm saying this, even though it's not coming out in the cards, is the combination of these cards reminds me of Cancerian energy, because it's this energy of like kind of pulling back in and going back into your shell a bit here for that protective coating. I don't feel you want or did want to cause any sort of chaotic tower moment here, but something may have clicked that despite having deep feelings for this person, empathy without boundaries, you know, it's self-destructive. And so I don't feel like you outwardly caused this tower moment. I feel like this was more so going on inward, because there was a lot coming down for you internally while trying to grasp the situation, because it didn't make sense. And you may have been really running through your mind trying to make sense of it. And you may have felt like you couldn't really grasp at anything solid. And so you may have been very much relying on your intuition. This person may have just started to act disinterested. And so now for you, you may have stepped back. Like I said, I don't feel like outwardly you were acting chaotic or causing a tower moment. I think that you were just feeling this a lot inwardly, especially if you felt like you were left to deal with this on your own. I feel that you kind of just pulled away, and you're a bit like you're being quite critical of this person at this time, and for genuine reasons. It makes sense. I feel that you may have just started to kind of like mirror this person. You know, if they're acting like everything's okay, but they kind of like ghosted you or went cold, it's like, okay, you're not really going to reach out here. You're just going to like let it be type thing. Especially if this person did it out of nowhere. It's like everything was great, and then suddenly they're not saying much or actively engaging. And it's just like, it's just like it felt very impulsive. And so I feel like that is why you're not really understanding. And you may have tried to empathize, but at the same time, it's like treat others how you wish to be treated. And Pisces, I don't think you would have done this to someone else. Everyone's psychology is different. I'm not justifying this person's actions in any way, shape, or form. But what I am saying is sometimes people do carry out a lot of things that we don't understand. And the way that people act and treat you says more about them than about you. If there's anything that I would like for you to take away from this reading, is that how this person acted says more about them than it does about you. You did nothing wrong here, Pisces. It never had anything to do with you and this person not being interested. This person was clearly struggling with something internally, especially with this runner energy showing up, okay? Pride and ego. Vibrations. Balancing the scales. Oh, a band. Okay, so these wanted to fly out, so we'll take them because they're upright. But okay, so for this pride and ego, I'm not necessarily sensing that it's like toxic from you. I'm kind of sensing that it's more like, I know my worth. I've raised my vibrations. I've worked on myself. I've worked on balancing myself. I'm back to feeling good, looking at things logically and even, in a balanced way, even emotionally. Like Pisces, seeing the situation, you were abandoned here. Someone put up this barrier. It didn't feel good. And now you did all this work and you are at a place where you've kind of like elevated and you're seeing things from a higher perspective. Like you're looking down, like bird's eye view, and you're just like, wow, like I can't believe I had to deal with that. And I'm not going to put myself in a position where I allow this to happen again, because I've raised my energy. I am proud of myself for doing this work, and I don't want to put myself back in a position where this could happen again. And so I do feel like you have this boundary around you. There's this healthy boundary because you've been through it. Okay, this person caused you a lot of pain. And again, I'm not entirely sure. We'll dive into the extended what happened here exactly, like deeper. But why exactly this person just kind of felt like, what their thought process was as far as how they acted in the past versus now and how they're wanting to come back in. It's just like, well, it makes things a bit complicated because you didn't really treat Pisces so well in the past. And this person kind of knows that even if they came in with an apology, they would have a lot more explaining that they need to do. So Pisces, let's discuss the overall outcome here with this beautiful star card. And by the way, if you are a normal subscriber here, you watch my content, I have a little bit of a surprise for you. After we discuss this overall outcome, we are going to do a mini pick a card for extra details. And this is just a fun, optional, interactive, a way to get more personalized details for you, since this is a general reading. If you don't know what a pick a card is, do not worry. I will give you a rundown when we get there. If you're simply not a fan of pick a cards, also no worries. I have a plan for everyone and no one will be left out, even if you're not a fan of pick a cards, okay? Or just simply don't want to participate in that part of the reading, do not worry. But if you end up enjoying it, let me know below so I can continue to do that. If you don't like it, also please let me know. But let's get into this beautiful outcome. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star, the Emperor, 10 of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. So Capricorn and Aries energy for the Emperor. And then we also have Aquarian energy with the Star. So this is beautiful. Let's get into this. I am sensing that there is some sort of wish fulfillment and hope coming through structure and a voice of logic and reason. And if you feel like your person is the person who's a bit more like, I guess, this robotic energy or just very logical, it could actually be this person coming in and actually utilizing that logic in a healthy way to heal this connection. And I'm really liking that. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this feels like someone finally letting go of holding back and opening up in some sort of way. Now, I don't see any emotions here. I mean, we don't have any cups energy. But, with the Emperor, I do like this. It's more logic, like I said. And with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, it is allowing the swords to fall out and begin the healing process. Okay, the Knight of Swords in the reverse is telling me that there is still a lot of mental activity going on despite major progress here with the Star. I feel there is this big release and weight that is being taken off your shoulders, or the shoulders just of this connection. But I feel that communication, as it says, will be key in really remedying this all, especially like the little nitty gritty details and the questions within your mind, because I do feel like you have a lot of questions here in order for you to really be open, because you're doing really good for yourself. And sure, you may want to balance this out, but I do feel like you're looking at this and you're like, you abandoned me, you left me, like I'm not going to just be sucked back into this and have this repeating. Like, if anything, you would need like some real communication to go down here, right? With some answers, some clarity, and so forth. That's what I'm really getting. So that is the overall basic outcome that I am seeing so far. Let's get into this pick a card. All right, Pisces, so we just went over the overall basic outcome, but let's grab more details for you with this mini pick a card, okay? So this is just an optional but fun, interactive way of just personalizing this general reading a bit more. If you don't know how this works, do not worry. I will give you a quick rundown. So basically, we have piles 1, 2, and 3. So what I would like for you to do is close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and choose the pile that you are the most drawn to. You can go by the position, the number, or just even where your eyes take you. This is not a logical decision, so just choose what feels right. There's no need to overthink. Feel free to pause the video if necessary. If you are not a fan of pick a cards, or you are not interested in this part of the reading, feel free to stop the reading here, or you can simply go with pile 1, which will be the default pile. Now, if you are simply drawn to pile 1, please choose that pile anyway. But if you do choose pile 1, or you just decide to go with this default pile, it simply means that your story may resonate with the bulk of the collective, while piles 2 and 3 may be a bit more unique. So pause the video now if necessary, and if not, then let's begin. So for pile number 1, I am sensing that you are just really focused on yourself and continuing to focus on that, on yourself, on your day-to-day, possibly on your work, just your surroundings. You're working on healing, okay? You may have taken a break from dating just to focus on yourself as well. That's just for some of you. And I do feel like you've surrendered to the situation. You're not forcing this connection. You're just allowing the universe to take control here and do its thing. And I'm sensing that before you hear from this person, you may start seeing signs from the universe, whether they are just synchronicities or divine numbers, or you literally see signs of their presence in some way. For example, they show up in your suggested friends on social media, or, you see them in town, or you hear about them in town, or your friends mention them, or, that's just some examples, okay? I'm also sensing that this person is not happy with what happened, and there is definitely this sense that they kind of led themselves to their own heartbreak and can't really get you out of their head, and they can't get something specifically out of their head because we have this card, your words linger in my mind. So there may have been something that you said to them, or just something that they just can't stop thinking about. And I am sensing that through this just surrender and so forth, it's kind of allowing the universe to do its thing. And even through this energy of self-love and just detaching from the outcome, you are actually bringing in this manifestation. But I actually love this energy. I love that you are really focused on yourself. And for many of you, your person may need or may have needed that time to sit in solitude and really pause and reflect and even practice self-love, and to realize that self-love is also about making the tough decisions and also calling oneself out on certain behaviors. Because I do feel that, in some way, shape, or form, with that devil in the reverse, there is some awareness coming to your person about how they acted and how they were, carrying out these maladaptive tendencies and so forth. And there's really this sense that this person, they want to come in and communicate, they want to reconcile, but they're working through a lot within their minds as well. So divine timing is definitely at play here, and it is best to allow that to just happen at its own pace. So that is what I am getting with pile number 1. Let's get into pile number 2. So for pile number 2, we got, I can't seem to find the right words to say, but they're working on it, okay? They're working on that down here. But for pile 2, this person still feels a very strong connection to you, and they're missing you. You might know this person from your childhood, or possibly just for a long time, or you just had a lot of incredible fun with them, great memories and so forth. Something that, they can just think back at or think of, and it's just like, I had such a great time with Pisces. And I feel like this person is really trying to figure out what they want to say here. They're working on it, but with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, it is a little bit slow. I do feel like this person is trying to purge something here. They're trying to let go of something. And it may have to do with that inner work as well, because this person needs to purge parts of themselves that they may have tried to distract themselves from. They may have tried to refocus on work, or just distract themselves from doing the inner work, and then realizing that that's not really possible in order to really make this work and to really face certain things here. Okay. And what I'm sensing is that in order for this person to really find the right words to come forward, they need to do the inner work. This person is giving thoughts to what they want to say and do here, but patience is required. And I feel like this could have been very much sped up if this person hadn't been trying to distract themselves, or maybe for a while this person was just trying to get over you, or just let it be, let it go, and then realizing, because for some of you it could be that this person knows that they don't stand a chance unless they come in with something meaningful or something impactful. So that's what I'm really getting here. This person knows they can't take the easy way out with Pisces. So and they care about it enough with this connection card, because it's no matter what, no matter how far you two get away from each other or how tangled things get, this red cord, it still persists. The connection is still there. So that's what I'm really getting for pile 2. So for pile 3, we have, is it possible to forgive and forget? So that's very interesting. And for some of you, the fall months may be significant, okay? You also could have dealt with cycles with this person. But for pile 3, this person is coming in with some sort of offer. It may be within 30 days or a month of when you view this reading. But this person may want to forgive and forget with kind of like this blank slate. But I'm sensing, similar to the initial reading, you are going to be kind of like putting your foot down here because you know your worth. I feel like this is this energy is very powerful in group 3 here, because like I said, treat others the way you would like to be treated. I feel like for pile 3, you are just like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to deal with that, right? And so I feel like you don't want to see repeated cycles. And although you're willing to, hear this person out and may desire to heal this and nurture this with the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance Sagittarian energy, by the way, I am sensing that you will most definitely be setting forth healthy boundaries while trying to see if this person is bringing in new energy. I don't feel like you're going to take too well to any old energy coming back in. So you may be kind of like gatekeeping your energy a bit, and you may be like, I want to know what your intentions are, like, because you know your worth here and you are really stepping into that power. And so I do feel that Emperor energy, like you're willing to heal this, and it may feel really good when this person comes in, and you may want this person in your life, but at the same time, what you don't want are these like crazy cycles and on and off energy, and you want progress, you want something healthy. So I think that for pile 3, you're going to be really, really putting your foot down and possibly putting this person in the spotlight, whether that's just directly or indirectly, to kind of get some answers here and figure things out. So that's what I'm really getting for pile 3. So Pisces, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know below, as well as if you did the pick a card and what pile you chose. Doing the mini pick a card is a bit new for me, so please let me know if you enjoyed it so I can continue doing it for you all. I do take all feedback into consideration when I make my content. If you would like to join me over at the extended reading, the link is in the description box below, but keep watching for a preview of that. In the extended, we will be exploring all sorts of things, including intentions, feelings, actions, communication, what you may not know about this person or situation that you should know, the potential long term, as well as some guidance and advice. I never leave you guys hanging, Pisces, so if anything else comes up along the way, we'll dive deep into that. For those of you who join me over there, you are automatically entered to win a free reading with me. Winners will be contacted via email next month. But yeah, Pisces, I hope to see you over at the extended. If not, then I hope that this reading was able to provide you with enough clarity and insight into your situation. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Your support means more to me than you will ever know. Thank you so much, my beautiful and handsome Pisces. I will see you next time. Bye. This situation may be more complex than you realize, especially deep down. There's more to it. They are like feeling the consequences of their actions, and this person is worried how you view them. Pisces knew, or Pisces found out about it, or Pisces said something before it happened, or just like something like that, because Pisces are very, very intuitive. I mean, this is reunion. This is my reunion, happily ever after. This is a very passionate connection that has the potential to go a very, very long way. This is telling me that there are key lessons being learned that will destroy pride and ego and actually allow happiness to manifest, because there may be the grass wasn't greener on the other side though. So let me know how this resonates with you.